pretty big happening. In fact, in just days, the American people may face some rather alarming events. Now, former President Donald Trump warns that the United States, the U.S., is on the verge of World War III. This is former President Donald Trump warning that the U.S. is very close to World War III. In fact, even Obama says that it's very hard to be hopeful amid the Israel-Hamas war. The Attorney General has also reported that they're seeing a significant in threats against minority communities in college campuses, and they're seeing it from coast to coast, Cornell University being one of them. Even Robert Kiyosaki believes that World War III is coming. Now, concerns amongst Americans are peaking over concerns regarding a civil war coming, a second civil war, in fact. And the question is, are we in sort of a civil war right now, considering how partisan the nation has become over the years, especially over the last several weeks? That's a big question. In fact, that's a question for you guys in the community. The U.S. military is also facing this growing shortfall. Tens of thousands of military recruits are not showing up as expected. I'm talking about the U.S. Army, the U.S. Marines, the U.S. Air Force. Almost every branch of military is facing a shortfall. So, in fact, it's so large that many legislators are actually getting concerned about the shortage of military recruits. And so the term military draft has literally been causing more and more of a stir lately among many people, wondering what's happening, right? What could be coming down the pipeline? Is it because of the overwhelming evidence that the United States, the U.S., may actually possibly be stretching itself just a little bit too thin? And possibly that the reinstatement of a selective service military draft may be the only option to get us out of this mess? Of course, many people are fearing the worst and or are entirely against this whole thing. I mean, should we be sending our kids into battle? You guys let me know your thoughts. Please drop me a comment down below. And let me know, are you guys seeing me and hearing me okay on this live video? Please let me know if I'm good with audio and visual. Appreciate that, you guys. But just the other day, I shared with you guys how the U.S. officials, they're now preparing for attacks on U.S. soil from Iran. Now, we had received word from the FBI and from Congress in the same day, warnings that the threat of a terrorist attack here on U.S. soil was extremely high. And in fact, the threat is actually growing. They're saying that the U.S.-Mexico borders and the U.S.-Canada borders have been allowing people to come in for a long time. And, a lot of other countries are aware of this clear vulnerability, and that many of the terrorist groups like Hamas and others that might want to attack the United States could already be here on U.S. soil. And, they could theoretically make their move if that were the case. Now, drop me a quick comment down below. Let me know if you guys appreciate the news, the updates, the effort that goes into preparing these videos for you guys. I would really appreciate that. Yeah. So anyway, this new article came out from the Associated Press. U.S. and Arab partners disagree over the need for a ceasefire as Israel strikes killed more civilians. So the United States and Arab partners disagreed just hours ago, guys, for the need to initiate an immediate ceasefire in the Gaza Strip as Israeli military strikes killed multiple civilians at a UN shelter and a hospital in a growing assault on the besieged enclave Hamas rulers. Guys, the hospitals are being attacked now. I mean, have these people not heard of the Geneva Convention? It's almost like all rules and regard for human life is just pretty much thrown out the window. Can you guys confirm if you're able to hear me? Garrett Fay says, oh, sure, Trump knows everything. Based AF News Cuts. What's up, big dog? I appreciate you guys dropping me some comments. Thank you. But yeah, so large columns of smoke rose as Israel's military said that it had encircled the Gaza city, target of its offensive to crush Hamas. Now, what we're talking about here is the Gaza Health Ministry said that more than 9,400 Palestinians have been killed in the territory, and that number is likely to rise as this assault continues. Now, of course, there's varying sides to this thing. And in fact, we actually saw the vote not too long ago, how many people were in support of Israel and how many people were not necessarily in support, or excuse me, how many countries were in support of Israel versus how many countries were not in support of Israel. And ironically, the United States was actually among the minority who actually voted in support. Drop me some comments on that, you guys. So Jordan's foreign minister said that Arab countries want an immediate ceasefire, saying that the whole region's sinking in a sea of hatred that will define generations to come. Now, Anthony Blinken, he actually said that it is in our view to ceasefire. Excuse me. Anthony Blinken said that it is our view now that a ceasefire would simply leave Hamas in a place able to regroup and repeat what it did on October 7th. He went on to say that the U.S. believes that humanitarian pauses can be critical in protecting civilians, getting aid in, and getting foreign nationals out, while still enabling Israel to achieve their objective, which is to defeat Hamas. So just kind of putting that out there for you guys. Israel has reportedly demanded that northern Gaza's 1.1 million residents flee south as it escalates the bombardment of the north. However, many of those that are traveling south were killed in recent days. And just hours ago, Israel offered a 3-hour window, guys. So Israel offered this 3-hour window for trapped residents to flee south, but a journalist on the road actually saw nobody coming from the north. So it appears that they don't trust the ceasefire. Just checking the comments here. Thank you for confirming. Hear you looking good. Thank you, Summer Rain. I appreciate that. Yeah, so that's where we are on this thing, guys. And this thing continues to escalate. And unfortunately, it's escalating more and more here on U.S. soil. Again, we've seen multiple protests already take place here on U.S. soil, several videos back. And if you guys want it, I'll leave a link for you guys in the description down below this video. I showed an airport actually being stormed, looking for particular people on this aircraft. And it was very clear what their intentions were. So, yeah. Now, it says here that Israel asserted that Hamas exploited the window to move south and attack its forces. There's no immediate Hamas comment on that claim, though. Quote, "We don't trust them," is what they're saying. And this quote actually came from someone who was sheltered with his wife and children on the grounds of the Shifa hospital. So, yeah, this thing is continuing to escalate. I will always continue to provide you guys with the latest updates on what's going on. Drop me some comments down below. Let me know if there are topics you want me to cover in future videos. All I can ask at this point is, you guys pray for all of us, to be honest with you. I don't even want to isolate who you should pray for, but I definitely feel that prayer is in order. If you haven't already, drop a like for the video, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Take care and be safe.